What's going on, family? Welcome back to Israel's Movie Reviews. And today we're going to be discussing Se7en. Yeah, we're going back to 1995, where, man, we're about to speak about and discuss a modern masterpiece. This movie really stands out. It's a thriller. It's a psychological noir. And not only thanks to this fine cast, but, man, the direction that this movie went in. We don't get movies like this anymore. So this, we have to definitely appreciate it. If you haven't gone seen this movie, I'm gonna give you a little glimpse of what I experienced, and hopefully it makes you want to go out there and find this movie ASAP. This movie is gothic, sleek, shocking, very suspenseful right out the bat. Just to give you guys a heads up also, this movie is very disturbing throughout the film and very clever and well written. Se7en marked a new beginning for director David Fincher's career at this time in 1995. And this dark tale of murder and crime revolves around two detectives in present day New York City, played by two brilliant actors in Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman, who were paired together to solve a puzzle of a murder that was in the hands of a man who kills regarding the 7 deadly sins. And I thought that was very, very unique. I thought that was awesome. I was like, damn, what a strategy. You know, what a way to throw that into the plot. This man, that's his only motive. He thinks he's basically correcting, God's work. In reality, he's fucking demented. Kevin Spacey plays John Doe. And boy, is he chilling in this film. You know, you're gonna hear a lot about Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman's characters in this movie and their acting abilities and the chemistry between one another and how they play on kind of like the Lethal Weapon buddy cop situation between the two. But it's very different in this film. You know, there's no laughs. They never really come buddies. You know, the young cop is too arrogant, and the other cop has too much experience where he comes off tired at times, but not in a bad way. You know, both actors display, striking performances that are so sharp and realistic. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that you're watching a movie that is just acting, which I love that when something's very believable, And David Fincher's masterpiece really gives us an opportunity of a lifetime. Maybe it's one that we don't know wish to share, but by seeing this movie, you will experience a glimpse of the horrors that this world is filled with. Not only this world that we live in, but in the film. It's very misty, it's always raining. And you're gonna experience whatever these detectives are going through, you're gonna experience as a viewer. And I thought that was awesome. And a small peace of mind of a man who you pray you never really meet. There's all these victims and you see the aftermath. You never really get to see a murder or anything like that. And that's also unique, especially in a thriller like this. You never actually see a kill. And I thought that was very, very well put together. Brad Pitt successfully proves to us that he's not just that pretty face on screen, right? That model, that, sex appeal that he brings. No, he's actually sinks his hands into this character so well that you walk off after the film finishing classifying him as pretty good as a fucking actor. I think this was one of the movies that really cemented him in Hollywood. Just to see, he was like, whoa, especially with his girlfriend at the time, Gwyneth Paltrow, who's actually in the movie as well for a very short time. But her being in the film really impacts the movie. You wouldn't expect anything else from Morgan Freeman, who's exceptional in almost everything he does. He's definitely a throwback. And in this film, he's pretty much the face of the film because you've seen a lot of the things through his eyes. Morgan Freeman is, to me, the perfect, obvious choice to play the detective in this movie. This guy was born to play roles like this. Very astute, the smart detective, the seasoned veteran. And David Fincher's direction, to me, was timeless. His directing and memorable filming captures all the goods that this film has to offer and will undoubtedly leave you shocked and begging you for more films like this. Although, for David Fincher, it was about 12 to 16, I think 18 months before he picked up another script. And I believe that was Alien 3, which was trash. But Se7en was a step up into the harsh realities of life. A realistic portrayal of two hardworking detectives who go into this investigation into the undescribable, horrific world of murder and the darkest realms of the human soul. Sometimes we don't know why people kill, why people murder. And this movie definitely takes you over the top, We could only pray, nowadays for classic, memorable work like this that we could actually see on screen, because there's really been a movie with such a good, dark, and young, chilling atmosphere. You don't really get that, and I miss that when it comes to film. I haven't seen this movie more, to me, as a horror movie than a thriller because of that. Se7en is unique in so many ways. The movie's mood is already set right from the beginning on. It's creepy. The movie starts dark, intense, chilling, and very mysterious, to the point where you're like, It's kind of like a slow burn, but then it gets straight into it. A mood that is present throughout the entire movie, like I was mentioning before. It's very depressing to watch, and I mean that in a positive way. Every meaning of the word. Very, very positive, but it's very moody. The mood is set by this, great camera work and lighting, and that is said. Sometimes the lack of lighting in this film is, to me, what does it. The music from acclaimed composer Howard Shore also adds to the chilling premise and atmosphere that takes place in this time to develop the characters without falling into, I think, obvious cliches. The music plays a very important role in the movie. These two main characters, to me, were casted perfectly. They're kind of like a great couple in the movie, and I loved it. Kevin Spacey, man, he truly plays a bone-chilling character. Almost just as legendary and chilling as, I have to compare him up there with Hannibal Lecter in the Silence of the Lambs franchise. I would very much like to see, the two of them put in a room together and let them battle it out, and just to see who would make it out alive. That's how good he was in this film. Furthermore, it was great to see, R. Lee Emery again as the police captain in this movie. The movie is filled with some truly gross, some sickening, and horrifying scenes. So, if you're gonna go see this movie, lay off the popcorn, because you're gonna be disgusted with a lot of the scenes, especially towards the beginning. I've never really seen so much like this in a movie. And I saw this very young. But if you aren't just the one that likes the gross scenes and the carnage candy like me, then, just get prepared. And there are also some scenes that are made with a lot of beauty and professionalism, such as the library scene. And, this is a movie you definitely have to check out. If you like cops on a trail for a deranged killer, this is you. If you like, high-level thrillers, this is definitely you. I'm surprised you haven't seen this yet. If you like dark and chilling movies that you will never forget, and also thanks to a phenomenal ending, which I'm not going to spoil for you, but you're going to be like, what the fuck, Brian never gets the credit he deserves for his acting, because he's pretty much a pretty boy, and the press is more interested about how he and Jennifer or Angelina Jolie were doing, but you know why he's an A-lister after seeing this movie, So the real talent of this movie was the plot, the director, aside of talking about the actors. So you should definitely go check out this movie. I actually give this movie a 10 out of 10. It's a must-see. It's a must-see. 10 out of 10. And if you liked this review, hit that like button, hit that notification bell, share this with your loved ones. Maybe you don't want to see this movie alone. Maybe you want to see it with someone. This is, I believe, one of the greats. So definitely go check it out. Let me know what you think on the Discord. To the next one. Peace.